Nuisance streamers, Johnny Somali, Ramsey Khalid Ismail, Vitali, Ice Poseidon, all these guys. If they have a problem with a country and its due process, don't go there. Don't go to a country and then complain about the laws and the rules and the procedure.
People that are against Johnny, it's quite interesting because they're from all opposite ends of the spectrum, but they all are united by the fact that they dislike Johnny.
Guys, we've got some huge updates about Johnny Somali that will shock you. The American Immigration Office has literally refused Johnny Somali's chance to escape and return to America. Yes, you heard that right. The evidence is clear now. Johnny Somali is facing a massive threat from diplomatic relations and higher government commands. American immigration and South Korean immigration are both fully against Johnny Somali. That's why right now Johnny Somali is facing even more backlash, making him one of the most ruined live streamers in history. Nobody has faced what Johnny Somali is going through right now. In this video, I will explain how Johnny Somali is facing massive backlash from the American Immigration Office, how they blocked him, and how his current condition now makes him a clear target from both American and Korean high command. Keep watching. Here you can see a post from Legal Mindset saying that the U.S. immigration raid on a Korean company in Georgia may end up affecting Johnny Somali. Korea tries to pay back this incident, where the U.S. cracked down on those without proper work visas. An easy target would be streamers working without proper work visas like Somali. So it's now clear that Johnny Somali is going to face diplomatic backlash from both America and South Korea. As you know, South Korea and Japan are the main hubs for streamers like Johnny Somali, Ice Poseidon, and others. If Koreans and Japanese don't work in America due to visa issues, why would they allow these nuisance streamers who mainly went to Japan or South Korea to make money but never paid any kind of tax there? Even a Japanese streamer mentioned this issue before.
The current administration not only wants to yeet illegal foreign IRLs, it's not just IRL, they're also talking about people that do desktop content, because when you go to another country and you make money, it's always been illegal. It's illegal right now.
So yeah, Johnny Somali also made a lot of money from that. Still trying to make money in South Korea while his trial is going on, but nobody noticed or paid attention to this issue from the beginning. Now things are digging into a serious mess. Johnny Somali may face consequences if South Korea decides to investigate through their immigration officials. If that happens, Johnny Somali won't just face jail time in South Korea. He could face additional charges and might get completely stuck there. And if South Korea checks everything, the American Immigration Office will also review Johnny Somali's recent records. They'll find his arrests in multiple countries and his cloud chasing history, which could lead to a full ban from entering the US. Right now, the pressure and risk for Johnny Somali come from both sides, America and South Korea, and it's ruining him. Remember, Johnny Somali wanted to go to America to live an easy life, but now it looks like that dream is in serious danger.
Even if I did shut it off and say I quit this Johnny Somali character, I'm just going to go back to being Ramsey. I'm going to use my finance degree and go start a business or get a normal job and live a peaceful life back at home in America.
But this is just a delusion of Johnny Somali. He's now going to face an investigation into his visa issues. Do you think after his trial they will easily let him return to America? He will face more charges. They might even find violations for not following work visa rules while still earning money without paying taxes. This alone could completely ruin his dream of going back to America. Not only that, his situation is worse because his father and mother have refused to help him. If you don't know, the American Immigration Office and the South Korean Immigration Office will check his identity and family background. If Johnny Somali's parents don't respond or cooperate, he will be left alone in this mess. Without family support for his residency, American immigration might ask, does he even have anyone in America? Remember, this is all official paperwork. It's not about what Johnny Somali or we think. If his parents refuse to take responsibility or respond to the authorities, the American Immigration Office might completely deny him. As you know, Johnny Somali was literally crying when he learned about this issue and his family's refusal to help.
Parents are more pissed than anybody else on the internet. I'm telling you that right now. They're like, my dad's like, why the are you going to Japan and with these people? Why are you going to Korea and with these people? Why are you doing this? Like, they don't
tell them when they ask you that.
I don't even have an answer.
Not only that, if the South Korean Immigration Office investigates and files any kind of charge against Johnny Somali, do you think he'll be able to pay legal fees or handle the case? No, because Hank Yu has already refused to give him any more money. Right now, Johnny Somali is showing up on the streets, walking alone like a homeless person. If the authorities press more charges, he has nothing to defend himself with. He's not financially stable to pay lawyers. It's lucky that Hank Yu previously paid a lot of money for Johnny Somali.
Including legal fee, everything close to it.
close to $20,000.
If he hadn't, Johnny Somali might have literally been sentenced already. But if Hank Yu and all his allies stop supporting him, the immigration office causes more trouble. Johnny Somali won't be able to cover any financial or legal fees at all. Even another South Korean expert, Professor Nod, talked about this issue, why everyone in South Korea is actually focusing on Johnny Somali's consequences.
To the prosecution, and I've logged lots of the crimes that he's done, pass that on to people that are also reporting the crimes to the prosecution and filing police reports, that kind of thing. People that are against Johnny, it's quite interesting because they're from all opposite ends of the spectrum, but they all are united by the fact that they dislike Johnny.
I completely agree with that. Johnny Somali is widely hated for all of his criminal activity, and people actually feel satisfied seeing him face such a massive downfall. Nobody else in history has faced the kind of threat from both American and Korean immigration that Johnny Somali is facing. Even when the immigration offices review Johnny Somali's previous criminal activities, do you think they will just let him go easily? More charges and additional evidence could make the consequences even bigger for him. He has even bragged about America multiple times, claiming he should escape because he is a big MAGA supporter, which could make things worse.
Save, not Johnny Somali, Johnny Ramsey Ismail, the American. Please, thank you so much. Please. Let me out of here. I want to come home, man.
So now I think if the South Korean Immigration Office investigates everything thoroughly, they may give Johnny Somali a longer jail sentence. That's why Johnny Somali could face even more legal consequences, which would completely block his chance of returning to America. Even now, South Korea, Japan, and most other countries are focusing on nuisance streamers, those who come to Asia just to make money and chase clout, without respecting the local culture or following the law. Johnny Somali fits perfectly into that category, which is why his situation is getting even worse. Even before, Legal Mindset pointed out the same thing. Look at what Johnny Somali, Vitaly Zadorovetsky, and Ice Poseidon all did. They brought nothing but shame with their reckless actions. And if anyone has the same intentions, they should never come to Asia to repeat these disgusting things.
If you have a problem, if you at home, or anybody, nuisance streamers, Johnny Somali, Ramsey Ismail, Vitaly, Ice Poseidon, all these guys, if they have a problem with a country and its due process, don't go there. Don't go to a country and then complain about the laws and the rules and the procedure. You chose to go there. Stay home. If you are only happy in Europe or America or Canada and you only like that there, stay there. Do not come to the country and then complain about the rules.
I completely agree with Legal Mindset on this. If the authorities had taken action from the beginning, maybe this time streamers like Johnny Somali wouldn't be able to ruin the reputation of America, South Korea, or even the rest of Asia. What South Korean people and the authorities faced from Johnny Somali, I think most of it, if not all, is actually his fault. But at the same time, it's also the fault of the people and authorities for not being aware and taking strict action against him and all the other nuisance streamers. If they had acted earlier, do you think streamers like Johnny Somali could have done all the damage they did? I don't think so. Now, definitely, South Korea and the authorities are facing the consequences they also deserve. Do you agree with me or not? Let me know. After watching the full video, what do you think about Johnny Somali and his upcoming backlash? Share your thoughts below.